everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be sharing my full foundation routine. So this exact look here, it's really quick and easy to achieve, and I used a lot of really nice lightweight products that aren't going to make your skin feel really heavy or caked in makeup, so it's great to wear throughout the day. I'm also going to focus on covering some blemishes because my skin's having a little bit of a breakout at the minute. So if you want to see how I achieve this look, keep on watching, and if you enjoy, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and we will get straight to it. Okay, so we're going to start off with absolutely nothing on my face. I've done my skincare already, obviously, and I have my lash extensions on too. I got them done on Wednesday and I love them. But yeah, I have a kind of a breakout here and a little bit here as well. If I break out, I tend to do it on my jawline. So we're going to cover all of this up. Okay, so I'm going to start by prepping my skin with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil. If you haven't tried this stuff already, it's really, really nice. So I have quite oily skin, but it can still get dehydrated. And this stuff is really nice for bringing a little bit of luminosity and a bit of a glow back into my skin again. My skin just soaks this stuff up. I love it. And if you're using a serum or an oil to prep your skin with, just let it sink into your skin, let it dry in, because if you don't, your foundation's gonna slide all over the place. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with an illuminator, and today I am using the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow. I really love adding illuminators to my foundation, like mixing them with my foundation or applying them before my foundation. I know, especially if you have oily skin, you don't want to feel like your skin's getting super shiny throughout the day, because that can happen when you have oily skin. All the natural oils just come through your foundation. But I don't think you can beat an illuminator, to be honest. It just gives you a really nice healthy glow. It doesn't look really oily or really shiny. It just looks glowy, and that's a good glow. So I'm just applying that with my fingers all over my face because I love it. Okay, now onto the good stuff foundation. Today I am using a mixture of two different foundations, so I'm combining both of them. First up is the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation, and I'm going to be mixing that with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup. So I've been using a combination of the two of these from October last year, and I love the way they make my skin look. So they give me really good coverage, but it doesn't feel really heavy, and that's one thing I hate when I'm wearing foundation, is feeling like I'm wearing foundation. So I love the way these feel on my skin. So I just pumped a little bit of each foundation onto my beauty blender, and now I am blending it right into my skin. If you watched a video I done, I think it was maybe like 3 videos ago, I was talking all about products that you need to have in your makeup bag for 2017. And this was one of the products that I mentioned. It's not really a product, it's a tool, but I was talking about my beauty blender, and I never used to be a person that loved beauty blenders until last year, and now I am addicted. I love the way it makes my foundation look, and it's like, it makes your foundation so much quicker to apply. I think it's really important to remember with foundation that you're not trying to cover up all of your blemishes and breakouts and things like that with your foundation. That's what your concealer is for. So there's no point in adding like 6 million layers of foundation and feeling like you're wearing a load of makeup, because your concealer is going to do that job in like 2 seconds. Next step is concealer, and I am using 2 of my favorite concealers in the whole entire world. I've been using these for years, and I love the way they look on my skin, and they do their job really, really well. So these are the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealers, and I use these to spot cover blemishes and to highlight my face. So the one that I use to highlight is Light 2 Vanilla, and the one I use to spot cover is Medium 1 Custard, and that usually matches up with my skin tone because I wear tan most of the time. This is actually a new vanilla, thank God, because I was really just scraping the last of my other one. And it should look a little bit like this. Now I'm going to go in with Custard and just cover any areas where I have breakouts. So that's really just along my jawline. Now that I have applied my concealer to all of the areas that they needed to be applied to, I'm going to go back in with my beauty blender and blend it all out. Now that we have blended all of that in, I'm going to set my foundation and concealer using a loose translucent powder. Super important to make sure it stays in place all day long, especially when you're trying to cover breakouts. So I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier loose translucent setting powder. This stuff is my favorite. I've been using it for a couple of years now, and I just love how finely milled it is. It doesn't feel really cakey on your face, and it just gives you a really nice finish. Now that I have hair on my face, now that I have powdered my face, I am going to add a little bit more dimension back into it using some highlight and contour. So I mentioned this palette again in a recent video, and it is the Film Star Bronze and Glow from Charlotte Tilbury. So I use this to highlight and contour my face, which is great because I hate when you buy a palette and you only use like one thing out of it. I do that all the time. So you're definitely going to use both shades in this little palette. The bronzer is just so lovely. It's not really intense or severe. It's a really soft bronzer that just gives your skin a really sun-kissed glow. And the highlight is like my favorite thing in the whole entire world. It's so soft and silky, and it makes your cheekbones look amazing. I cannot rave more about this product. If you don't have it, you need it in your life. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's get to the highlight and contour. Oh my god, yes. I just love this stuff so much. So that's pretty much my base done. I'm just going to run and give myself some brows again and do a lip and an eye, and I will be right back to you. So this is the complete look. As you can see, my skin is still nice and glowy. It doesn't feel really heavy or like I'm caked in makeup because I only applied extra coverage to the areas that needed it. So my breakouts have disappeared. Hopefully you picked up some tips from today's video, whether it was how to cover your breakout or different products that you might want to try in the future. Everything that I used will be linked in the description bar below anyway if you want to check them out. So thank you so much for watching. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and if you want to see some more makeup tutorials, because I haven't filmed a makeup tutorial in what seems like forever. And if you're new to the channel, hi, how are ya? Don't forget to click the subscribe button down below so you can get notified when I make new videos. I make them all of the time on a bunch of different topics. But that is all that I have for you today, so I will see you all again in my next video. Bye!